Hi guys, it's Angie and welcome to my sales bin where I show you more or less obscure games that somehow got into my library. This week I wanted to show you Meadow, which it's hard to describe because I don't think some people would call it a game. There is no win state. It's a bit like Second Life or VR chat, or how is it called? Where you take the form of a small creature and using built-in methods of communication interact with other animals, meaning players. There is a list of commands and emotions you can use to communicate with other players that allow you to, for example, show somebody a way or ask simple questions like food or go this way or go that way. Should we go this way? Should we go that way? It's a game created by the same people who created Shelter, and it has very similar visual style. Some people may find it a bit off, but personally I find it very charming and all textures remind me of old carpets. I know it may sound silly, but it's true. I was enchanted by it right away because it reminded me of a game I played many years ago, created by the same people that made, let's say, first walking simulators like The Path, for example, which was, I think, a bit controversial at the time it was released. But the game I'm talking about was called The Endless Forest, which was pretty weird because although you start a game being a deer, you were a deer with a human face, which was creepy. But it was just amazing game it had the same mechanic where you couldn't communicate with other players using like a chat or a voice chat, but you had to use built-in commands to somehow say what you wanted to say or convey some message. It was pretty complicated for a starting player. Here it is similar, but with time and with a bit of patience, it was amazing. It showed you how you could communicate with other people without a language. Like, it didn't matter if somebody was from Portugal, from UK, from Italy, from Ukraine. It didn't matter because those commands were understandable for everyone. And it also looked beautiful. So it may be that a bit of nostalgia is helping this game to make me into a fan, but still I really like the concept of communicating without using words. And also, animals are cute. But you may ask, what is there to do when you're an animal? Do you like sleep, hunt? No. Although, a bit. First thing is, it's not a survival game, so you don't have to worry about your health or finding food, because it's not necessary. Although, when you are collecting this stuff, for example, flowers or apples, you get points. You have a high score that can appear compared to other players, and you can see how well you are doing. But apart from flowers and apples, you can also collect shards, like pieces of a puzzle that let you unlock new skins for the animal you are playing as, additional emotes or other animals, which is great. There are also obelisks you can unlock, but usually you need help from other animals to do that. So the game is pushing a bit this idea of cooperation and of communication between the players, because if you want somebody to work with you, you have to communicate. But if you don't have a voice chat, how do you do that? How do you convince someone to help you if you cannot convey what you want to say? You can only show them. It's a pretty relaxing experience considering that you also don't have to worry about other animals, other players, because they cannot attack you. Of course, there are role-playing groups that agree to have this, let's say, circle of life, which shows that certain animals can eat other animals. But apart from that, you can just wander around looking for flowers, for shards, for obelisks. You can stumble upon other players, you can communicate a bit with them, you can join their group, and you don't have to worry about any bloodshed because there is none in this game. Alright, so I guess I'll go back to playing it right now, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!